Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. You asked for more color, so I'm giving you more color. This color is coming from the Agora line, and it's my absolute favorite red line from Schwarzkopf. Really, it's my favorite red line, period. This color is beautiful. We colored some extensions not too long ago, and then we colored a little bit of her hair to match, and she fell in love with it. So we're going to do it now on all her real hair. This is a 1-to-1 mixing ratio, which means equal parts color, equal parts developer. We're going to be using 40 volume because we are going to be taking her hair up quite a few levels. I don't go over 40. I don't do the 50s or the 60s. Just a personal preference. I haven't been properly trained in putting that on someone's head. So I'll wait for a few classes before I start doing that. So we want to make sure we get this to 90. Bow. There you go. Mix it really well. And then we're just going to start. Normally this would be a double process color because we would have to pre-lighten it and then go on and do the red. But this Agora, you guys, is a godsend. I love the meche strips. I don't know how to say that word, so that's just how I say it. They're not like foil. They don't conduct any heat. If it touches your skin, it won't pick up the heat from your body. I just think they're much cleaner. They're lighter. The clients tend to like them a little bit more too, and they're reusable. So we're going to start by fanning a little piece of the red underneath. She has a short piece on this side, so she doesn't want the color to look like it's coming out of her scalp. She doesn't want it to look like it's growing out. She wants it to look like it's been there for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So we're going to get it as close to her scalp, but not really on her scalp. And we're just going to fan the brush strokes in. We're going to not hold the brush horizontal because I don't want any straight lines. So we're just going to dig into the section. I'll show you again. We're going to start by adding a little color underneath the parting because I do not want any holes. And with this red, really with any color, you have to make sure you saturate the strands. And these partings that I'm taking are not as small or as thin as partings as I would probably recommend. So be really careful when you're doing your color. So when you put the strip on, now you're going to take it back. And now we're just going to go in and make sure we get everything saturated from the top down. And I'm going to go over everything one time first. And then I'm going to go back up the parting and try to push the color through different parts of the hair just in case I missed anything. so we had a few options. We could have added, a foil, well, a mache strip to the top and bottom side. I could have just did them without any strips at all, but I just chose to go ahead and fold it. I was just going to leave them straight at first, but I'm like, nah, go ahead and fold them. So now we're going to do this side, and I just wanted to speed it up, give you a closer version of what I had going on, and to speed it up. But pretty much it's exactly the same all over her head. Even on top, we're just going to go down, not as close to her scalp, and just some different varying degrees of closeness. As it grows out, it's going to grow out really, really pretty, and you're not going to see any hard lines. So we're just going to keep on adding. We're going to do what we do till we get to the top. And the shampoo process, I'm going to rinse this really, really well. Then we're going to apply stabilizer. And stabilizer is going to lock that color in. And it's pretty much going to close the hair shaft around the color. So, red molecules are the biggest molecules. And the red molecule doesn't actually fit all the way into the tiny holes in a hair shaft. So you have some red molecules that will penetrate halfway, but most red sits on top. That's why red fades so fast. So with the stabilizer, you'll get a little longevity out of the red because it kind of closes and locks the red into place. So that's why I use stabilizer before I shampoo. So now we're taking the strips off, and I'm just going through to make sure it's even coverage. I'm also moving some color off of her strand so I can kind of look and see what's going on underneath there, just to make sure we have the even coverage. I know for a fact that she hasn't had any color on the majority of her hair. She had a little bit of red on the tips. It had grown out so much, but this worked out perfectly. I gave full strength all the way through because I just felt like the tips would kind of highlight a little bit if they did get a little bit lighter, but they didn't get much lighter. So I want to be gentle. She has natural curly hair. She still has her beautiful curls. And I'm not going to do like a hard pulling blow dry. And I think I've stopped doing a blow dry that was, with the combs and like kind of hard. So now I just do stretch method. I comb the hair out and I hold it with my hand. I stretch it out and I let the dryer go down the length of the hair to blow it straight. So I'm sorry, to blow it dry. And once the hair is dry, it's so much easier to blow straight without the pulling and the tugging. And when you're dealing with natural hair, each pass of the blow dryer, the hair tries to revert back up into its natural state. And that could be painful, especially to children. And it could be harmful to the hair too. So with this method, just the stretch method, just hold and blow, you're really not putting too much tension on the strands at all. The clients are not in any pain. The little kids absolutely love this method. Show you again. You just comb through and you just let the blow dryer go down the length of the hair. You really want to go with the cuticle of the hair. So since the cuticle grows down the hair shaft, you want to go down too. So this is Olivia Garden brush. I love Olivia Garden hot tools. Well, the brushes for the hot tools. We're just going to blow. Now we're going to blow it straight. We just blew it dry. Now we're going to blow it straight. And it's just so much more gentle to the hair. The hair feels better too. You see that color? It's so vibrant. So vibrant. And today, luckily for me, she's just getting it straightened. That's all we're doing. Now you saw the zigzag partings that I did with her application. The zigzag partings, we do that to break up lines. If I would have just did like squares or rectangles, then you would see that. And it would just like be color sitting on top of color. At least with the zigzags, you kind of don't know where the color is coming from. And when it grows out, it just melts together. So we're just going to go over pretty much one pass with this Babyliss Pro titanium iron. I love the titanium iron. It's great to smooth. This iron, in particular, is great to smooth and straighten. I don't use this iron to curl with though. So if I just want to get something super silky and sleek, that's what we're going to do. And you all know we're on 410 until I get to the color. When I get to the colored areas, then I change the temperature to 490. We all know with reds, as far as any other color, if you put that tool on and you start seeing their hair color change, then that means the steam is removing the color molecule, and you don't want that to happen. So if you see it changing, then I need you guys to lower the temperature of your tool. That's just too much heat. And the tool, the steam is actually, well, the color changing is actually, it just means that the tool is opening your hair shaft and allowing the color molecule to escape. I think I've already told you in another clip, there's only a few ways to open up the hair shaft, and that's with extreme heat and with a chemical. You see, she only needs one pass. That red is so pretty, and it's not going anywhere. All in all, we processed her for maybe 30 minutes. Man, that Agora line is amazing. And I've used a lot of different color lines. The Agora line was recommended to me from a really, really good friend that does color extensions quite often. And she was just saying, Carla, your days of coloring reds have gotten much better. I've got the perfect line for you. And when I used it, I was like, girl, where you been all my life? So this is the only thing I use. I don't use really Schwarzkopf or Agora for anything other than the Blonde Me and the reds. That's it. Schwarzkopf, do your thing. Now that we've straightened with the 1-inch straightening iron, I'm going to go back in and curl with the 2-inch curl. Well, it's still a straightening iron, but it's babless also. And I love the 2-inch iron for longer hair because you can take much wider partings and bigger partings, and it just makes it so much smoother without having to do all that hand power that you just got finished doing just to straighten it. So if you can see, it's going to go by really fast. I used a little bit of heat protectant on her hair when I was blow drying it. And then I did put a little bit of, I think it was Chi Shine drops in before I started smoothing. So that's pretty much it. I don't like to actually curl with oil. I will curl with a little holding spray, but I don't even think we used holding spray on her. And I'm saying think because I legit recorded this about a month and a half ago, and I'm just now getting around to editing it. So I do apologize. I'm going to try to do better with my uploads, and I really want to edit within a day or two of the recording session. But my schedule is so crazy, y'all. I'm going to get better. Look at that red. And that's one process. So you see she was maybe like a level 2, 3 before we got started. I'm going to say more like a 3 before we got started. And she got this bright, this vibrant, this deep off of a single process color. So, hello, Igora. Holla at your girl. And it's soft, it's pretty. She still had her curl pattern. My beautiful client. She was actually getting ready for her baby shower. So she wanted something stunning to walk into her shower with and kind of whoa her crowd. I think she did a good job. What do you think? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my much anticipated next color video. I don't know what color you guys want me to show next. I mean, any color you suggest is what I'm going to do. So let me know if you want a color correction or if you just want a double process color this time, or, anything you can imagine. Just let me know. Leave it in the comments. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Simple